Are y'all ready to see an amazing show? To make some noise for the motherfucking almighty Wu-Tang Killer B. We on the squad. Make some motherfucking noise for Old Dominion. Wolfpack, kill 'em all, our future. Almighty good son. Monster Energy Stage. Y'all give it up for Brother Ali. Make some noise for LA Symphony. Make some noise for the living legend. Drop that shit. These verses are legislated.
There's a bunch of people performing. Slim Team, Overdose, Kendrick, of course.
Psycho Realm, Hieroglyphics, Cunning Linguist.
Wu-Tang Clan, Dilate People, People Under the Stairs, Living Legends.
I'm really excited to see DJ Quick because I haven't seen him in a while. He's always just been one of my favorite artists.
It's kind of hard because we're going to have to be jumping from stage to stage, but we're here.
They're just my favorite artists, and that's what I'm here to see.
This is going to be the one. Nothing else matters but this paid dues.
I was at the first one. Like I've been performing at Paid Dues since the beginning. You know, Merce actually, ever since I met him, he always was saying, I'm gonna have a festival, you know, where we bring everybody together, all of the independent artists together, because he's always been such a great kind of ambassador for independent hip hop. Coming out of the Living Legends crew, this idea of, you know, artists coming together and supporting each other and creating their own situation and their own movement. You know, we hear this talk a lot now. Everybody's my movement this, and you know, Merce being friends and being loved has always been able to come and bring everybody together and you know, celebrate it together. It's dope.
I watch it snowball. Like, it's starting to be, you know how like South by Southwest now is becoming like every year is exponentially larger? That's what Paid Dues is doing. It's like a movement that's gaining momentum. You pay for this with respect in your grind. You know what I mean? Pay dues.
People devote their whole lives to this. We miss kids' birthdays. We sacrifice family. We sacrifice friends to make music and entertain people. And I think there just comes a point where artists should be really like respected and acknowledged for the efforts that we put forth. A lot of people don't realize how much work really and production goes into like doing a show or doing a video or even going in the studio for that matter. I think all the blood, sweat, and tears behind the scenes that people don't get to see, that's a big part of paying dues.
The thing I like about Paid Dues, you know what I mean? Big up to Guerilla Union, you know what I'm saying? Like, artists create platforms every day in a normal way. Now, it's not so much about the artists than it is about these people who never get an opportunity to see the artists. Like, you got artists from the West, the Midwest, the East, South, North Side, all that Paid Dues. Now, it's about having a platform or a stage where the individuals who love hip hop so much can come and see it. So that's what Paid Dues does. Like, all these rappers that's on the stage at this event have paid tremendous dues.
Ninth always told me that, you know, with good music, if you put out good music and you work hard enough, it won't go without being noticed. And you know, of course, Merz and Ninth are like this, they're like brothers. But I guess he took a liking to the grind and the music, and you know, I guess this is my reward, Paid Dues. So shout out to Merz for one, putting on this for independent artists, and two, for having me on.
I feel like the journey was no different from the 10-year, 11-year journey I've already had already. I feel like Paid Dues is like, it makes everything justified. Because there's sometimes you don't know if you're gonna make it, you don't know what making it is. And to have a situation like this happen is just like, it's justified. It feels like, you know what, your hard work is being seen by people that you look up to, and it's coming together now. It lets me know that my dues have definitely been paid and not ignored.
All my niggas in the back, shady and back, line back a nigga black, see through yellow lines, rock a fly jersey in the summertime, magic marker rap, bleed in it, relax, roll this, coming at your crab ass, set your ice off, chillin' in the back, throw the lights off, and water blame, I'm blowing slow motion, big stare, hearing like a snail in the ocean, you wish to crinkle like Chris, melodic single, snap a nigga just like this, you fucked up, some rich niggas you done text, select the wrong compartment.
Oh, well, you know, to me, the crew, I mean, just like he said, it's been fundamental since the beginning of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I bet you just if I had to make a prediction of how it started, it was just a cipher of dudes who was rapping together possibly, and then when they wanted to take their cipher to somebody else, they just was like, we us. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, but it seems like the crew has been fundamental since before the Juice Crew or anything, and even to today, now you got a whole stage of crews that paid dues.
A crew more or less symbolizes, it indirectly symbolizes a borough. As far as like, you know, when you're going back in hip hop and you think about the Juice Crew versus like the BDP posse, it really kind of boiled down to Queens versus Bronx.
The communal aspect of hip hop is probably the one, you know, it's an element of hip hop that's not mentioned when you talk about breakdancing and DJ culture and shit like that. But the communal aspect of hip hop culture or lifestyle, what you want to call it, that's probably the best part about it. That aspect of the culture kind of, or the lifestyle kind of, it kind of did work that, you know, religions haven't done, that, you know, politicians haven't done in terms of breaking down the barriers between, you know, races of people. The crews are at the foundation of that communal aspect.
Everybody takes care of each other's weaknesses, you know, like everybody can't do everything, but you can hold this down on this beat, I can hold this down, and like if you look at B-boys, if you look at, you know, all elements of hip hop, you got crews who individuals bring the entire team up. It's a collective concept. So, you know, the significance is like solidarity. It's like the elevation of just, instead of having one person, it's like when you put the minds together, it just elevates the whole art to a whole new level that one person just couldn't do.
Come on. 1, 2, 3, go! Up your Rican lesser up, but it's ready to thickly sticky fingers grabbing and dropping up a box. Bleeding blood of a soldier, ultra wise, they go to arena saturated with hated. This in a great with Adam Bomb. Drop it! They gone. Stop it! There's a pile of my palm on the ball. All of my name in the shadow, do you let them is better than a veteran headed you over the back. Last of my pride, deep sea diving my debonair divine mind is out of your glass out. Don't face rage, straight lace with blaze.
What we have now, rather than having a group, is we have solo artists who group themselves together. Like if we look at that crew stage, we see Wu-Tang, we see Odd Future, we see Doomtree, we see Hyro, we see Living Legends.
Numbers, you know, it's more strength, you know, that's how I look at it. And when the audience can identify an artist, you know, that's cool, it's big. But when they can identify a crew, they know it's something bigger than just the movement. You know, it's a lifestyle that they bring into the table. So what we did was start off with our own creative space and let each person, you know, in the group know what it is, you know what I mean, know what we're working with it, you know, and be familiar with it, then bring it together. And what that do is allow each other, you know, to know our different abilities.
I think it's just fresh overall to kind of represent crews, because it seems like nowadays crews aren't really emphasized as much as what it was, say, in the 80s and the 90s, and it kind of lost its identity a bit, and it's kind of cool to see someone even bring an emphasis back to that, the culture of being in a crew more than just your individual stuff.
That's what I was gonna say.
I plan to get rich and turn the table. I'ma get the upper hand on this shit. Fuck if it's quick, we eventually get to this shit. Don't need a cosign, I'm knowing that my shit is legit. Shit getting ripped, sick, yeah, this is sick as it gets. I picture this shit, now it's looking as sick as my clip. Full moon warriors kicking down the fucking doors. Crazy world, so we stuck to that grass like herbal pause. And if we rollin', just know that the cash involved. I guess it's what Nas meant when he said the world is yours. Get out the way, children, go do your chores. I'm a dog trying to keep the bullshit up on my paws. My crew's small, but the mind's all strong, so we even
Pay dues, make some motherfucking noise!
We love y'all.
Once again, thank you so much for coming out. This has been another motherfucking Pay Dues. See you motherfucking next year. Peace!